through, and that Monty taken out by SSG. Clearly they know something about BLISS that perhaps we don't.
I can only imagine that might be a bit of a Fisher Guy ban. Fisher Guy does have a tendency to like to bring out the Monty for some of their attacks and some of the bright ideas.
As we can see, Brendo's Vulcan canisters popped by his teammates to try and delay a bit of time. Still man advantage for SSG, and BLISS do not seem to be over-aggressing. They are waiting.
Yeah, the idea here with SSG is don't telegraph your push, because the moment that you telegraph your push, all of the BLISS players are then going to go and reconvene over there and stop what's going on. It does look like they are posturing in for this triple take. Sage on the other side with the head walls open is going to be the main point of contest here for the defense, and with 30 seconds left to go, they're going to try and kick it all off, but through the vertical, actually not through the vertical, through the head holes. Sage is able to collect J90 down on the bottom of West Main, and the push has to come through now.
That's the second kill for Sage at the end of this round. Forrest walking through the dread mine. He's taken down once again. Big brother gets it done. Forrest with it all to do against three players who must lie in wait. Fisher Guy takes down his opponent in the final kill. Beautiful headshot and a wonderful start for Team BLISS. Breach, just to make it a little bit more difficult to open up this wall and enable some impact tricking. But really the key for me is how this Azami will hold on to the rafters position.
The other curious pick, I gotta say, for SSG is Forrest on the Blackbeard. Okay, hang on a moment. Wedables has just gone and taken down J90 on the rafters, the position that you were speaking of.
What?
But he's been down of his own. But here goes Hot and Cold early on the entry with the Amaro to take down Fisher Guy on the other side of the map. Wedables still down, but not out, but not exactly in the safest position to resurrect. He is stuck on that rafters position, and that essentially makes it a 3-on-4 with the advantage of Space Station.
Yeah, especially when Faults can just drone him out. This is pretty awkward for BLISS, all things considered. Like, that Azami is great and powerful, but oh, that was so well played by the two brothers, Brendo and Sage together. Make sure they can retake. Ashen, though, might be able to get this trade on Sage! He's been so good here in Atlanta. He's found his form, 3K in the first round, and a pivotal one here in the second. Forrest and Hot and Cold left with it all to do, and this mountain will certainly be troublesome one to climb. Hot and Cold. Oh, beautiful
nice
shot. His second kill for the round. But he's got two players on the rafters to deal with.
No, they know exactly where it is. That default cam was facing him right underneath, and Sage and Wedables are going to be here thinking they're lucky stars that Wedables is alive right now. Forrest, though, with the Blackbeard shield in hand, is going to double down on the position with Hot and Cold, initiated by the flashbang to take down Wedables.
BLISS, do not throw this one. It's a 2v1 now for Space Station. Down from a 4v2. And the captain of the Aussies must do it all. Forrest has been fantastic on this Blackbeard. He's been looking for these kills. And Space Station are not going to over-aggress here. They're not going to get carried away. Oda has to play this to perfection.
Forrest as well, playing it with just as much caution as Oda is at the moment. He's actually going to drone him out. I think they have seen him now in the corner of red. Have they, actually? Okay, they're going to put two drones here, so they're even covering off his rotation if he tries to go back down to the ground floor and initiate that gunfight as well. Oda now creeping up his way to try and isolate these one-to-ones that might be caught in the cross.
Dangerous, dueling a Blackbeard. One of the worst opponents that you could be going up against in a position like this for Oda. Now that fire will subside in just a few seconds. He takes down the Blackbeard shield, and he's waiting for the second swing. There is a drone on him. He takes down. The cross has been made by Hot and Cold. The plant likely heard. Forrest must cover, and he does so. Perfect. Oda is watching the main stairs. Now Sage could stand on safe ground, but Hot and Cold is going to perfectly nade him out of position. And with that Space Station, their numbers advantage has been further to 5 versus 3, but Forrest drops straight into a frost mat. I don't think he's going to be able to pick himself up as Fisher Guy holds off on the site. It's just him and Brendo remaining, but Brendo's good for one. Can he be good for a second? J90 comes in, and now Fisher Guy must clutch once again against his opponent from a year and a half ago. J90 knows exactly where Fisher is, but Fisher Guy wins it. Forrest has picked himself up from the frost mat, and he cannot sprint, he cannot move, he must slowly but surely slug his way towards Fisho, who clutches against both of the players that defeated him in Charlotte. Last round, that barbed wire is really going to guarantee that these players must slow down or clear the utility beforehand, which is a lot easier said than done when you look at the explosives on the lineup. But Hot and Cold, Mr. Consistent, takes down Sage, who has been a very pivotal player for BLISS here, the one you want to take down, there's no doubt about it. And Hot and Cold is simply on a tear. A minute left, and there's been so much good progress here for Space Station.
Oh, and they've really opened up all their options here as well. Both the kitchen hatch open and the triple wall. Team BLISS need to have a really long think about how they're going to position themselves for the two eventualities that could come out here from Space Station. 50 seconds left to go. Oda on the other side of the spot main stairs, but it's actually blue. That's going to be the point of contest.
Oh, Fish finds one. Oda's taken down. Fish finds two. Looking for a third. Numbers even once again. Faults with the diffuser in pocket. Bottom main stairs. J90 cannot march forward without revealing his position in the barbed wire above. Hot and Cold still alive, the most dangerous player in the server right now. J90 walks straight through the barb. He has been spotted, but he gets the better of Brendo. Low HP now for J90. Fisho with the snipe. Hot and Cold's taken down as well as the rookie finds his first. Faults with a double, the clutch for Space Station. The window outside. Here comes the first impact. And the Selma dispatched with handily. A great start here for Chiefs, so BLISS and Space Station must figure out how they're going to deal with that problem. Oh, Hot and Cold down below. Looks for a nice nade, but Oda's read it perfectly. A C4 won't do anything, but hang on a second. Ashen's in bar. He has been taken down. Oda now looking for the second, but he is being hunted by three directions, and Forrest will claim his life.
Oh, but it's about to come through onto the bomb site. That's going to be the next point of focus here for Space Station with only 25 seconds left to go and ticking away. That con wall will not be open, so they need to find their options elsewhere. There is info inside a garage, but can they capitalize on it with only 19 seconds left to go?
J90's got the info here. The player at Bot Garage has no clue. Sajon, you got to be careful. Wenables has no idea. J90 finds the opening. Brendo goes down, and Sajon also taken out. Well, for the first time this game, Hot and Cold is the first body to fall. And ironically, there was information for Space Station on Oda's position. A lot of good pre-play. Trying to rush. Oh, hang on a second. In goes the blitz straight into the frost mat. Fisher guy found a double with the nitro. Ashen is left all alone. He's got everything to do, but he finds the first two. 3 players left to find for Space Station. Heroics from Fisher guy. This guy is out for revenge.
Oh, the youngest player on the roster of Ashen's got a lot to do, and the diffuser is stuck outside of the jacuzzi breach. Fisho, he's got a mirror that faces it. Ashen's going to make this attempt at it anyway, sweeping in across from the cash side. But really, Fisho guy, man, what a nut C4 that was to toss out.
Yeah, perfectly timed. Damn, Fisho guy's really turned it up, man. You and I were talking. He was not as on form yesterday as his teammates, and today the story has flipped. He has been perfect. 3 players now alive, but as we've said, never count SSG out. Ashen will not give up. He will not sit and take an impromptu tactical. He will move in. And he is immediately taken down by the man of the hour himself.
The main point of contest that they want to put here is on the blue side push, but there's a mirror facing them as well. There's so much that Team BLISS have got to deal with, and not a lot of time to do it.
So much to do in so little time. Let's see if BLISS can execute like SSG could. Fisho guy sent to the Shadow Realm. He can't find that tread mine. Fultz opens the equation. Numbers are even. J90 with a double. But it's not over yet until Fisho guy's on the floor, which appears to be immediately. Sajon with 3 to find. But these Fenrir gadgets have not been cleared. And BLISS will have to forfeit the round. Space Station.
Not safe entry either.
Yeah, damn. This is really Space Station having a perfect read onto BLISS, in my opinion. But that said, Oda watches the flank and finds faults. This is the perfect start. But we saw what happened last round when BLISS find the first kill with only a minute remaining. Forrest is going for another one. J90 finds Oda. Where was he? There's actually 2 players on this roam. BLISS need to identify that the side is weak and they must hit it now.
Yeah, they need to go for it. That's exactly right. It's a 2-on-4 on the bomb site. If they go for it, it's going to be Brendo on the breach, who can surely make a play from out here, right? But Sage is going to go in through the belly of the beast.
Oh, no, what?
There he goes! Brendo in with a knife onto Ashen, and top red. He's going to go for more.
Oh, and he finds one on the flank. But Hot and Cold has staved off defeat on the bomb site. He is now the last man standing. He makes it a 1v1. The MVP for America up against Sajon, but Mitch doesn't lose those. Oda spotted for a brief moment that Valkyrie roaming down in the basement. And on top of that, we also saw previously one of the Yokai drones found and destroyed inside a cache. So BLISS have made quite good headway in this mid-round, but they have lost the opening pick. Hot and Cold, he's going for quite a jog. He almost finds a second kill, but a little bit too ambitious as Fisho shuts him down.
Fisher guy's like, whoa, where'd you come from? And he doesn't want any flick, and he manages to turn around and get him. But now that stock control has been given to BLISS, it's about making the conversion right for them. Yes, they could, in this position, potentially go for a flank, but there's so much info on them, like you pointed out earlier. Not just that, but because con control is still in the hands of Space Station, they cannot go for the plant because the win conditions are not done. If the hatch is still being looked at, which is exactly what Ashen is doing, there's no way they can make an entry into the bomb site. They need to send someone upstairs if they want to go for this plan.
2 logic bombs remain for Fish. He's going to have to use them. He's opening up a plant spot, but that will be vulnerable to Ashen from above. They need to deal with this Wamai. Someone is watching from far away, and that somebody is Brendo. He manages to find the first, but not before the trade comes through from Forest. Who will watch as Forest and Janano hunt from above, looking for the player? Oda finds them both! Wettables to close, and BLISS, for the first time, have taken the lead.
Window that is behind him. That's what Forest is doing at the moment. So you got to get the Selma on. He's going to try and chuck out this Nitro Cell, but just miss. He sort of collected it back. Oh, he's actually going to jump through the rotate hole. What's going on? Wettables is having a watch of that, and Forest goes down.
I mean, did you not watch the Wolves games yesterday? You don't want to be making aggressive plays against BLISS. They love to sit and wait. And now they have the advantage early on in the rounds. And if they win this, they will take match point. Ashen, though, he does reply, and he's taken down the final hard breacher. He's retaken this mirror position, and he has a lot of options. The flashbang, Wettables goes in for it, rookie on rookie, and Wettables finds it. J9O and Hot and Cold with it all to do as BLISS collapsed on the bomb site with over a minute to go.
Hotten's in a good spot, especially with the Azami as well. He can now plug up that angle going out into the balcony, and Wettables is going to be taken down by J9O. Hot and Cold now in a really tricky position to dislodge as well, aided by the Kiba barriers to get behind the mattress. Meanwhile, Brendo is going to find a bit of a tussle with J9O inside of logistics. He's got a mirror window of his own. These 2 last defenders are going to be really hard for the remaining players of Team BLISS to dislodge.
Genino evened up the numbers advantage, and overall I'd say the advantage sits with SSG. Brendo is now droned out. This mirror is clear. Hot and Cold, lucky to survive. He's retaken this position. He's so close to exposing himself to that window, but he knows he has Diffuser in his clutches. And that means he must be hunted. BLISS goes in, Brendo a sharp shot, but the trade. Oda now must now find this final kill. The player peeking, Hot and Cold, secures the kill onto Brendo. No more information to gather. Hot and Cold, no Diffuser in his clutches, but the same can be said for Oda. And Hot and Cold is falling on back 15 seconds. Oda has options, and he decides to plant. Is there information for Hot and Cold? The Valkyrie is on the board. It is faked, and Hot and Cold knows it, so he falls on back. Oda cannot find this kill. Hot and Cold will continue to run, and Oda will force this plant down. 7 seconds is a hell of a long time when Hot and Cold is looking for you. He whiffs it a little bit, but he secures the kill in the end.
For a while now, waiting for his teammates to come on around, and the drones are going to be sent in now to ensure a safe point of entry.
Oh no!
It's not safe at all.
What was that? A long shot from Fultz. Elsewhere, though, Brendo has found the opening kill. I believe that was just Hot and Cold bleeding out finally. But it has been evened up. Now, BLISS have a massive avenue of attack with clearing Garage so freely, but they couldn't do it with a lot of time remaining as Hot and Cold was not able to be secured. Now, complete forfeit of map control from Space Station on both sides of the map. They will fortify their position here on site.
It is going to be a garage take here from Team BLISS, as it seems like. They have been forfeited all this control for free. Not for free now, but off the back of Brendo collecting that entry kill. Not just that, but the wall has been opened up for them as well. Line of sight through the vertical could mean that Sage is in a bit of danger, but Forest looks away. Oh, Forest, terrible timing for him. So unfortunate, but it does mean that Sage gets away with his life for now and is going to have his line of sight trained on this angle.
The Sage knows this could go either direction. And this nade could be perfect. Let him cook. Doesn't find a thing, but the C4 sinks on Fish. 10 seconds left for BLISS to pick it back up again. As a nade sails over, Sage finds Fultz eventually, but Forest is in the perfect position to make the play. Brendo shuts him on down again. Ashen cannot deny the Diffuser, and now he must deny the match point. Wettables finds one, the trade through eventually. Brendo to hold in the post plant. With Ashen plenty of time remaining, he uses the yokai, and now he snakes into this position. Brendo.
Oh no, Brendo.
You can't be affording Ashen the opportunity to clutch. He's going to be able to stick it. Space Station! Space Station will likely take the round.
It does look like they are posturing now for a vision hatch shot. They've got 40 seconds left to do it, so it's going to be a measure twice, cut once type approach going into the bomb site. Still 3 smoke babes up for faults as well, so getting that plant down in a safe spot's going to be really tough for Team Bliss. It's go time, and it's now or it's never, and J9O will kick it off.
A fantastic opener for Space Station, but they don't need to make a move. Brendo finds one, Fisher a second, and Bliss have the advantage now, but 20 seconds time is not on their side. Another nade. Oh, is this what they needed? Is this what they deserve? Hot and cold in a 1v4, cannot even find the first. Wettables puts him in the dirt.
Pretty well held so far by Space Station. They have extended up all 3 floors.
Oh, no.
But here goes Oda on the cutoff onto Bolt.
Oh,
he might
no.
find the second one onto Ashen, taking the duel a little bit of his HP away, but Hot and Cold is there for the trade.
Every one of Space Station says, I will not leave you to die, my brother. I will come back to get you. I will not let you go down silently. So it's going to be challenging for Brendo to have the same impact on the entry he did last time, but he's already making his move. How long is he going to wait here? Sage is so close to this bomb site as well. The flashes go in. Sage crouching his way forward. Ashen finds the first, but Sage finds one. He gets the down on the second as well, but the trade comes through. Hot and Cold wants to go for this revive, but is it safe?
And it's not, I think. Fisher Guy, he's already there and in on the bomb site. He's going to try and take this duel, but Hot and Cold wraps around him, a rotation in through triple, and it's left with all Brendo to do.
So close to finding this first one. Down on the ground for J9O. Ashen, such low HP. Hot and Cold still survives, and he is the best player on Space Station in this game. Round in the corner now, Brendo does not have a rotation in. He does not have the diffuser. 10 seconds to make this work, and this crossfire is perfect from SSG. Will he check the right corner? Perfect shot, but Hot and Cold will not succeed the round.
Brendo could be in a tough spot here. There isn't really a safe fall-off route now that Forrest has injected himself between the 2 halves of the defense inside of stock. And J9O's got info on exactly where he is as well. The only member of help that is there for him is Wettables himself as he comes down red and actually takes down that player, slicing the attack in half. That's going to make Brendo feel a lot safer, but here goes Hot and Cold for his second.
Brendo has found the second for Bliss. A massive advantage now, but we've seen Space Station do it in a 2v4. No doubt they can do it in a 3v5. On this basement, though, it's not as easy as it looks. Faults does find the first kill to claw it back for SSG.
Nice stuff there from Brendo. Unfortunately, Wettables, just not quite able to land the same fall off that Brendo was able to do, just slipping back down through oil. But that does put Team Bliss in a man advantage now. Going into the basement bomb site, it is extremely hard to execute in the man deficit. When you're even in a man advantage, sometimes going into the basement execute, that can still be hard to pull off. Space Station are in a near, I wouldn't say completely unwinnable position, but like seriously unlikely position to win out this round from here on out.
One pick at a time, that's all you got to think about. What are the checklists here? Hatch still closed on Kitchen. That can't be the avenue. Only barely with 45 seconds left is the hatch in Moto opened up. Still an avenue through blue, but where are these dread mines from Fish? That's my question.
The danger here, I think, against SSG is that, yes, even though they are in a top spot, they're SSG, and they're going to have some SSG ideas as they start to orbit in towards the bomb site. The Astral being opened up from above with Hot and Cold, and the C4 lineup doesn't land onto Faults. Faults, he looks so ready to walk his way on into the bomb site, and I don't know if Bliss are watching.
Attackers have located
that's a very keen angle there, but Brendo finds one, the double! Oh, Ashen, once again you will be called upon, but Oda will put you to bed handily.
And those can be kind of expensive, right? You need to use explosives to do that. And as it stands, they don't have a lot of those left. They've got Brendo with one of the Ash Beach charges and Sage with another grenade. And you want to use those grenades to then go and enable in the execute, right? Fisher Guy as well, I believe, has only got a Selma left while Wettables tries to get this wall open. But Forrest is on the other side for the trick. I think Bliss is starting to really run out of time here.
Oh no, Wettables doesn't have what he needs, and that nade is not going to deal with it. As you said, the trick from Forrest will secure that wall for Space Station. 30 seconds now for Bliss.
They have to funnel in through the windows. That jacuzzi wall is going to stay shut, and it's all going to be focused in on A, and Hot and Cold is in the perfect position to deal with it.
It all comes down to this. Fish on the floor. Oda finds the opening kill. Hot and Cold still remains. He has been the demon for Space Station, and he continues to terrorize Bliss. Another one, surely, why not? Forrest finds one. Hot and Cold's gone big. Fisher, guys, the last one standing. Doubters, be gone. SSG are better than ever. Top of their group, as they deserve.